Hello everyone. Today we are going to start our second chapter, Internet Services. Internet is the most essential part of our daily life. It provides a lots of services. Many of them are free of cost and some are paid services. So in this chapter we will learn about the services that are provided by the internet. So let's start the chapter. First of all, we will discuss what are the services that are provided by the internet, and before this we will discuss what are the internet services. This is the introduction. Those software based services which are offered by an electronic device to another device communicating with each other via www, that is World Wide Web, are called internet services. Now, what is the software based? Software based means there are a lots of softwares that are available on the web server, and with the help of our browser we can directly connect to that website and use that softwares. Let's take some examples of those services. Email, search engines like Google, Bing, Yahoo, e-banking. There are so many banks that provide this service: Punjab National Bank, Bank of Baroda, State Bank of India, and many more banks are there that provide this e-banking facility. E-reservation, IRCTC, Yatra.com, and so many other websites are there that provide this service to book your tickets online. Other than these, we have so many other internet services like online shopping, e-business, e-commerce, and many more. Now, let's discuss these services in detail. So, the very first service that we will discuss in this chapter, that is information retrieval. As we know, we use internet for the information gaining purpose. If we need any kind of information or if we want to search anything, we use internet. So the prime service that is provided by the internet is information retrieval. So the definition: using internet we can access any information when we required. For this purpose, we need a web browser. You can use any of the web browser like Opera, Google Chrome, Safari, Mozilla Firefox, Internet Explorer, and Microsoft Edge. A web browser is a software application that allows you to visit various websites on the internet and display their content on the World Wide Web, including web pages, images, videos, or other file on the computer. To visit any site, we need to type the address or URL of the particular website in the address bar of our browser. So let's discuss how it works. For information retrieval, we need a web browser. Suppose we are using Google Chrome as a web browser. The other thing that we need, a web server. We will connect with the help of our browser to the web server via URL, that is Uniform Resource Locator. Web browser connects to the web server and requests the information. The web server sends the required information back to the web browser. To display the web page, the browser downloads a copy of home page of that site on our computer. Now, let's discuss the second service, that is email. Email or electronic mail is possibly the most popular internet application. This is one of the most popular internet service that allow user to send and receive mail in real time. An email is very effective way to send and receive the information in the real time. But before sending or receiving an email, The first thing that we require, that is an email account. An email account is an electronic mailbox on a network where email can be sent and received. There are so many websites that provide the facility to create email account like Gmail, Yahoo. With the help of these websites, we can easily create our email account and start using the email service. Now, the second thing that we need, that is email address. An email address is a name that uniquely identifies an email account on the network. For example, gdgoenkabarili@gmail.com is an example of email address. Using this email address, we can easily send an email to another person, and on the same address gdgoenkabarili@gmail.com we can receive a mail from the other person. An email address usually consists of two parts. The first part is username and the second part is domain name. Both the parts, username and domain name, are separated by @. Like in the previous example, gdgoenkabareli@gmail.com, gdgoenkabareli is the username and gmail.com is the domain name that is separated by or at. Here, gdgoenkabareli is the username. This is at. Again, domain name is further divided in two parts, that is domain name and domain extension. Now, a domain name is the location of the person's account on the internet. For example, if I have created an email account on Gmail, then the domain name will be Gmail. And if I have created this account on Yahoo, then the domain name will be Yahoo. Same with the Rediff mail. But the domain extension indicates which type of organization is providing the email account. For example, if I have created an account on gmail.com, then .com will be the extension of domain name. It indicates that Gmail is a commercial website, that's why the extension is .com. In case of Yahoo, there are some other extensions also, like yahoo.co.in, yahoo.co.uk, and so many other extensions. Now, let's discuss the next service, that is email services. There are two types of email services. First one is the web-based email services, and second one is the application-based email service. Web-based email can be accessed by the user across the globe from any computer connected to the internet at any time. Means it's simple, like suppose I want to access my email account. For this purpose, if I am using web-based email, I need just a browser and internet connection. With the help of browser, I can directly connect to my email providing service like Gmail, Rediff Mail, Yahoo, and other. I will type the URL of that website in my browser and I can directly connect to the web-based email service. Some examples of web-based email services are gmail.com, yahoo.com, rediffmail.com. The main advantage of this type of service is I don't need to install any of the application in my mobile or in my computer, and I can directly access these services over the internet. Now the second thing, application based email. For the service of email, we need to install a program in our computer or mobile device. For example, Mozilla Thunderbird, Outlook Express. The major advantage is if I don't have internet connection, I can easily read my previous mail that already have been downloaded in that application. Nowadays we are using the application of Gmail in our mobile phone. But there is a major disadvantage of application based email is that outside the country it is possible that these kind of services will not work due to the ISP changes. Means if our internet service provider change, in that case sometimes these services will not be applicable. For using any of the email service, we need two things: username and password. Username is the name that we choose to identify ourselves, and the password is the confidential string of alphanumeric character which can also contain some special symbols. Without these information, we can't access our email account. Now let's move to the next topic: how to create an email account. For creating an email account, first of all you have to be select the website on which you want to create an email account. Here we are taking an example of Gmail. Now suppose we want to create an email account on the Gmail. So first of all we have to be type the URL of Gmail in our browser. So the URL is www.gmail.com. Once we have typed this URL and pressed enter, our browser will be connected to the web server of Gmail. So this is the page that will be displayed on our browser. Now the first thing is sign in, email or phone, forgot email. So if you already have an email account, you can directly fill the information related to your account, your email ID or phone number, and then click on next. But if you don't have any email account, for creating an email account, you have to be click on here create account button. Once you have clicked on create account button, your browser will open on another web page that is like this. This is the page where you will fill some personal information like first name, last name, username, password, and confirm password. Username is the name that you choose to identify yourself. It is the first part of the email address that is given before the @ symbol. Now, here you have to be select a unique username. Means if you select a username that is already occupied by someone, in that case Gmail will show a message that this user ID already exists. So you have to be select a username that must be unique. After selecting your username, you have to be fill the password, or you have to be select the password and then the same password in the confirm field. Once you have filled the information, your first name, last name, username, password and confirm password, you will click on next button. After clicking this next button, a new page will appear on your browser. Here you have to be fill some information. Most of them are optional like phone number and the recovery email address. Phone number and recovery email address are useful in some critical situations. Suppose you have forgot your password of your email account. In that case, Gmail will send a confirmation code either on your recovery email address or on your phone number. So these options are very useful in some critical situations. After filling phone number and recovery address, you have to fill your birthday and your gender. Once you have filled these information, a new page will appear on your browser that are the privacy and terms of Google. When you click on this I agree button, your email account will be created. So in this video, we have discussed about two services of internet. In the next video, we will learn about how to work on email and about search engine. Till then, read your book, revise your concepts. Thank you very much.